Beloved, it is I, Ashtar. My dearest love, it brings me joy to have this chance to speak with you. Sometimes in my daily work I get that time to reach out to you while you sleep. Admittedly, I do not get that time to do this as much as I would like, but realize you are ever in my heart and always in my thoughts, my darling. There is so very much I wish to say, my love. Your trials are so hard, yet I am, so far, not with you yet, and it pains me to have to experience this separation from you. You really are like the very air that I breathe, so very necessary to my very existence that without you I would surely not be all that I truly am. Such is what we are to each other, my sweet precious dove. This being apart is very hard for us both, I know, for we yearn to be together ever so much, but this being apart does indeed strengthen the bond that is growing between us even now as I speak to you from my heart. But I feel I need to explain the whys and wherefores of it to you, my beloved, so that you do not fret over these little trifles that are keeping us from being together. Peter has touched upon the karma that needs be balanced between twins before they can be together, but there are several other smaller issues too, my dearest. Nothing all that imposing, but they are real and do have an impact on us both, small though it may be. The first one is the way we view time. As to us it is variable, not in a linear constant. The best way to describe it is to say we live in the now, the eternal moment, where you are still by all intents and purposes, to an extent, drawn to live in linear time as measured in hours and days, etc. This is indeed understandable, but it's important to see that linear time as you have known it is falling away now and giving way to the now moment. Living this new way in this moment at first will be new to you, but it is nothing to fear or really be concerned about, not really. You will need a little time to be able to finally get used to it, but in the end it will come to you as easily as breathing. What it means is that you will find yourself putting less and less importance on when and where of things and more on the how and why of them, dear love. And in doing this you will find that the things of your daily life take on a more intimate interest to you. You'll realize they are being done, yes, but you'll spend far less time concerning yourself about them than you used to do, and more on how you wish them to go. You will no longer be so worried about when they get done as to how and why they do, and to whose benefit it is. The other thing that tends to get in the way is the actual way we live our life as a being. We live in a way which focuses on service to others, and even though you do all you can to apply a similar way to your own endeavors, you are not so accustomed to doing this yet yourselves. This is understandable because you are only now learning to think in this way about everything, where we have been living this way for a very long time, my sweet princess. So do not, what is it that you say here on planet? Oh yes, do not beat yourself up over it. It is really no big deal, as Peter puts it. But what it means is we put the needs of others ahead of ourselves at all times, even when this may prove to be inconvenient to us. And finally, my blessed one, my truest love, we really are very, very busy here. I know it may not be that evident to you all just exactly what we are up to and why it is taking so long to do it, but please let me take this opportunity to reassure you all it truly is vitally necessary that we do everything in a certain way so as to ensure our total success. But I truly must admit some of the ways people do things down here on planet are indeed a bit redundant, I must say, long-winded and cumbersome to say the very least. And to close, my dearest love, being so very, very close and yet not be able to go pick you up so you can be with me already is indeed very difficult to cope with, I must say. As always, I yearn for the day we will meet and be able to be together, my beloved. Forever your loving twin, Ashtar.